Good morning. I'm practicing on my gimbal. I've had it for a while. I just got to learn to use it. What I really want it to do is follow me. I want to be able to put it down and it follow me around rather than me chase my own camera around. And it's in the mode that it'll do that right now. Let's see how it works. I need to plant 2 sugar baby watermelon starts that I bought yesterday or a couple days ago. My seeds are not germinating. The melon seeds are germinating, and I will show those to you. I'll have to take this off tracking. All right. Something else is happening is that I'm getting some sort of a digging thing happening occasionally. I keep thinking it's in my imagination. I wouldn't know what's coming in here digging. We don't have squirrels. Somebody has squirrels, but not us. But then again, maybe it is me. That's, I don't recall seeing these yesterday. Nope. So, they're not digging up the plants yet. Again, these are volunteer tomatoes. I'm gonna have to take them out because I wasn't going to do tomatoes in here this year. Melon, cantaloupe, muskmelon seeds, and they're doing okay. You know, I do have a camera I could put out here. Make sure I can figure out what's moving, what's coming in here. There used to be a couple neighbor cats that came in. But that really doesn't look like cats. I just want to make absolutely sure those seeds are not coming up. Do you see any? No, I don't either, but that digging is a little weird. And I do have to take these out. I simply cannot have more tomatoes in here. That's gonna be tough, and I don't want to replant. There's a nasturtium. I planted that seed a while ago. I love the look of nasturtiums. And there's another one. Can you see it? There it is. Oh my goodness, they're gonna be so cute. And they get so darn big in there. I transplanted a few last year, and I planted a couple nasturtium seeds in the front here. I don't see those yet. I have all kinds of random things are growing in here that I don't mean to. For instance, these. I almost think these are celery. I did have celery in here last year. Oh, these things. All right. Let me plant the sugar baby, and frankly, I am gonna take the tomatoes out. Last year I had 40 peppers, very few of which survived. I had a terrible crop. I just think maybe it was just a bad pepper year anyway. And then I had just way too many tomato plants, 10, 12, 15, 20, I don't know. Just too many, just too many. It's just me. At some point, I'm just feeding the bugs. I'm not really, I'm not feeding myself. So, oh, they look so nice in there too. And they're so well taken care of. But that is a sun sugar. I think it's going to be in the 90s today. Well, for some reason, I wasn't recording. Darn it. I've planted 2 sugar baby watermelons where the seeds didn't take. Just easy, just move the dirt and put them in. The trellis comes out a little bit, as you see. So whether I need to or not is up in the air. I did go ahead and pull those 2 tomato plants. They're sun sugars. I hate to do that. I mean, they're viable, growing, living, breathing things. It's kind of an emotional drag. I didn't want to give them to anybody because I don't know anybody that would want them in this neighborhood. So it's not like I didn't try a little bit last year. Those are planted. The dirt is very moist. I just watered the plants. I don't think I'll water again on top. I do have to water later this afternoon. I should actually do it this morning, but yeah. These potatoes are growing. They seem a little close together. I could separate them a little bit. It's the beauty of containers. All right. Drop my things, and I don't know if anybody addresses this when doing gardening videos, is dirty hands. How do you turn your camera off when you have dirt all over your hands? All right, come on, watermelon. I can't wait. You know, I think I actually did 4 seeds and 3 came up. That might have been a water distribution issue. Yeah, I would have planted down there. That makes more sense because of the amount of trellis. I'll have to direct them that way. Okay. There are sunflowers growing along the back fairly well. Some little mysterious little things, and that really does look like celery. These, I believe, are zinnia seeds from volunteers from last year, and they got a fungus, so I didn't want that kind this year. They were cut and come again. All right. Happy day. I want to talk to you a little bit. I was going to do this in my office, but I'll do it out here, about depression and gardening. Gardening does not really lift me out of depression. I'm depressed. I'm always depressed. And I've got good reason to be. For anybody who doesn't understand depression or anxiety, and I'm 68. Boy, it's hard to get here without depression and anxiety anyway. Just life's experiences, and I've had a lot. But I am depressed for good reason, and I don't blame myself one little bit. And I have a friend that I talk to on the phone a lot, a male. He's my relationship, but he's in a different town. Has to be, because he has commitments in his home. His mother takes care of her. Anyway, she's very old. And I was depressed this morning. I just wasn't sure how my day was going to go. There's some other just stuff. And he's picked up this habit of, he'll stare at me on the phone. We do FaceTime. So he'll stare at me on the phone, and then he'll say, what did he say this morning? Yeah, I think I want some of those yellow flowers in my yard. Or, how are those, etc. flowers, example, flowers doing in your yard? And it just really gets me talking. So he's picked that up, that it's not the growth of the flowers, it's the challenge of what will survive, what will flourish, what can I nurture. As many of us women and some men adore nurturing things. You know, I don't like the bugs. I hate them. All of them except ladybugs. And I'm getting close to ordering some, but I better have some food for them, right? I better have some aphids for them. I do love having them around. They don't stay, they take off. They don't have anything to eat. I digress. I don't like the heat. I don't like trying to help my plants fight for survival in the heat. I do love seeing fruit. I love eating it. I love seeing the things grow. I love it. And I hate the death of them, despite having killed these 2 tomato plants. And I don't like moving heavy pots. I love the challenge of trying to figure out what is the best thing to grow of what I like. I've learned to plant a lot of things I didn't know I would or even liked, because that's what grows well here, like lantana. You know, I would like lantana. but it grows well here. I also learned don't put it in a pot, the other plants, because if I want to replace it, it's very hard to get out of the pot because they really have a strong root system. I have a little bird visiting. She's mostly gray with a red head. Let's see if you can see her. Let's see, she's behind me and the phone is tracking me. Where are you, girl? Doesn't matter, she took off. My depression lifts for a little bit, and I feel happier when I'm thinking about the challenge of growing things that survive, that are beautiful or productive. I'm not challenged by, ooh, let me get this and see if I can make it grow. Because I'm like, I don't want to keep trying. I don't want to fight the fight. It's going to be 90s here today, and that's not even half as hot as, I exaggerate. That's not as hot as it will get. It will get in the hundreds. I mean, we already hit July and August. And we do have our monsoons, which are just so fierce and will drown a lot of container plants, whether I've got holes in them or not. So, and the winds really buffet them, and for sure the bougainvillea just get cleared out. Now, bougainvillea, again, I've said over and over, are not hardy in our zone. I'm Arizona 8B, not hardy. But they do sell them down here, and I picked up a couple on sale in Tucson. They are hardy in Tucson, but I'm in a little colder climate, a little higher elevation. I love looking at them, but they sure are messy. But when the monsoons and the winds come, they just shear them. They shear all the beautiful flowers right off. Here's my beautiful bougainvillea, give or take. I mean, they get pretty beat up. They were half dead when I bought them, so.